this moment looks like he's on.
Oh, and there is exactly what they worried about. Stewart, the engine lets go. He catches the wall. Billy Boone will take the lead.
But Billy has to get by him yet. Unbelievable.
Just exactly what we feared. Tony Stewart cannot make it to the finish. The engine, despite every effort to save it, lets go.
Whatever gear it is, he's trying to save the RPM. He knows his teammate had trouble. Across the finish line, I mean, Paul, you said you hear things in the engine, you hear things in the car. I mean, he heard something here, and it was real.
And that was the last thing that he wanted to hear.
And unfortunately, right here, he's got oil on the tires, and he's just a passenger here. Nothing you can do. Not super heavy contact, but remember, you're still going 200 miles an hour here. It's still a pretty big hit.
Bunch of cars. Back straightaway.
And wheels flying. Number 21, Roberto Guerrero.
Again, the driver's trying to help make sure there's some air to the driver underneath that thing.
And the rescue crews quickly on the scene.
Again, big traffic. The black car gets right in the back of Stefan Gregoire.
That's Donnie Beechler. 98 Beechler.
Tires, wheels climbing up all over everybody. These cars just, with open wheel cars, you just can't be climbing on top of each other.
Watch the black car.
Again, he's got a head of speed. He gets right into the back of Stefan Gregoire, the blue car, spins him around, drives over a wheel, and gets him upside down.
Rick Ray is being shown in third.
Sam Schmidt and Scott Sharp got together here on the front straightaway, and the yellow's out.
Debris being strewn across pit road, and also as Sam Schmidt has come to rest. And it looks like, yeah, it looks as if maybe, was that Stefan Gregoire that continued upon his way as well? Riding on board, you can see Sam Schmidt's machine. The nose has been blunted badly.
And it was a very fine crash.
And watch the car on the inside. 2 wheels. Now 4 wheels are in the grass. Back up, collecting Sam Schmidt in the SprintVCSMall.com car. Here's what happens.
And as you can see, Scott came from way left on the grass into the side of Sam's car. And he obviously had a run on Sam because Sam took it very easy on restart.
All began on Thursday night, shortly after the track opened for practice. We had a couple of accidents, and because of them, you'll notice now as these cars head for the wall, the left front lifts off the racetrack, indicating a suspension failure in the right rear of the car. It happened to both Davey Hamilton and to Jimmy Kite. At that point, the Indy Racing Northern Lights Series officials decided to take a look at the suspension push rods in the right rear of the cars.
Pass anybody hasn't really been.
Oh, and we have a big-time crash on the backstretch. Looks like that it is Davey Hamilton involved, along with Sarah Fisher.
Yeah, Davey Hamilton, the yellow and red car that appeared to have a lot of damage. Sarah Fisher's down to the inside. Well, they're taking. Oh, contact was made between Schrader and Sarah Fisher back there. She just kind of ran over some stuff, but Schrader and Hamilton, when they got together, let's see what happens as they. Oh,
Schrader blew his engine. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
There's a spin, slow down, go low, slow right down.
Oh, wow.
You're good. Watch out for the pack behind and all the bits. You're out of sight, I assume you're okay.
As humid as it is and everything, but we'll be back next week.
Oh, Hornet's in trouble, he gets hit, and he catches the wall.
You guys, contacted.
We were on the onboard, and look there is Cheever. It looked like Hornish got stabbed from the rear, but that's only a conclusion, Scott, from what we saw on board.
Well, they're having problems now looking at points. Here you see Cheever getting up underneath them. He's clearly underneath them, and all of a sudden, it just looked like the two of them got together, the right front of Eddie Cheever's car collecting the left rear of Hornish's car, and off they went to the wall. Now let's have a closer look here. Eddie's underneath, and it looks like Eddie just started to get off the gas. Hornish might have started to come down. They're obviously vying for the same spot on the racetrack. just a small touch can show you how quickly these cars can be up on the wall. Make this all happen, and he's got to be thinking inside his cockpit right now. Inside his helmet.
Big crash! Major incident.
And Breck on the high side of Thomas Scheckter down the backstretch. At the end of the backstretch, there's the contact, and Breck's car up into the wall, virtually splitting in half. And here is the shot now from the end of the backstretch. It's a crash very reminiscent of Davey Hamilton's accident here a few years ago, in which he sustained very severe leg damage.
To position themselves to be right there in the front, in the hunt. We look at Michael Andretti.
Oh, and we get a caution. 2 cars into the wall. It's Franchitti
Alex
and
Barron.
Alex Barron. Barron was having such a great run. That's a big hit on that car.
That's 2 wrecks today for the Red Bull team, Cheever team. You can see Alex right there in the center of the cockpit. We'll wait for him to see if he can take his steering wheel off.
We've got 3 different views for you. It looks like just a snap spin for Franchitti.
As we watch the car that's in front, the white and blue car with a little bit of red on it, was Franchitti. Looks like he just breaks loose, although Alex Barron is very close to the rear of the car.
He and his teammate Tony Kanata, we've got an incident out of turn 2, and that is number 91. And unfortunately, Jimmy Kite's night may have just come to a conclusion.
You okay, Jimmy?
We have to pick it up next time.
Well, it's a new team. We're glad to see him out here. And Jimmy Kite doing double duty, ran the truck race here last night, so maybe he is fatigued. Todd?
All right, thank you, Jamie. He finished 32nd at Indy.
All right, thanks. And the yellow has just come out as we have problems on a multiple car crash here, including one of the target cars. And Dan Weldon is involved as well. And it looks like Elio Castroneves, the 2nd race in a row that he has crashed. Also the 20 of Ed Carpenter. So the one thing we fear here at Texas is that close wheel-to-wheel action just at the very end of the last pit stop. And there you see the end result is it looks like we have at least 4 cars involved in this mess.
The 9 car on the top of your screen is, oh, now there's a situation right now. Too many people trying to fit in one section of the racetrack at a time.
It looked like we had the wheel from A.J. Foyt, the Ford's car, who was well up ahead, came off. Everybody was checking up and nobody knew where to go.
On the road. Let's ride along now with the number 10 car of Dan Weldon. Everything's happening up in front now. He does not have anywhere to go. And he's actually almost like the bowling ball going down the bowling lane right there. And there's the tire that's actually bouncing and going off. And here we are in Tony Kanon's car, number 11-7 machine. Boy, there's just so much going on, guys. Oh, I can't believe he got through there.
There, that is the difference between someone just protecting and
we got a couple of cars in trouble.
One was Graham Rahal, Milka Duno coming into the screen now.
And Milka was just on the low side of the track, and Graham had spun coming off there and just kind of came down and clipped her, and we'll take another look at that and see how it all started.
Wow. EJ Viso. Yep, there is another car that was behind. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so there's Viso in the wall. We never even saw him as part of that, but that was coming off of turn 2. And turn 2 is absolutely the toughest corner here because you just drop out of the bowl there, and it really flattens up. And if the car's pushing, let's watch.
Oh, Graham Rahal, it seemed to step out.
He did.
Yep. It seemed to step out on its own.